All right, here's another video, an area I wasn't even thinking about. Kind of slips under the radar a little bit. Great Southern, what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Great Southern produced a trail master plan about 6 months ago, maybe a little bit less even. And as part of the COVID state recovery plan, most of the high priority trails in that plan have been funded. So that's a mixture of walk trails, mountain bike trails, some paddling trails. So there's a few locations for mountain biking.
Give us some names.
Okay, so near Valley of the Giants in the Carrion Tingle Forest.
Nice, so kind of Walpole area?
Yeah, so just to the east of Walpole, that's right.
Yep.
Denmark, there's some money there, Mount Barker, and possibly over at Porongurups. There's a fair bit of work to do there before any trail could be built there, but there's an old cleared area there which has potential. It has a lot of access issues, so yeah, lots of water to go under the bridge before we complete the planning for some of that.
But even so, I mean, being near Porongurups and doing a ride and then maybe going up and hiking up Castle Rock or something, I mean, it's an amazing part of WA.
Yeah.
That's well worth the trip, and if you can get cycling involved in it as well, I think I'd be more inclined to make the trip. So that's exciting news.
Yeah, so there's also, there's a whole bunch of other trails there, but we're looking at a more than $10 million investment. It's 12.8, I think, million across the whole of the Great Southern, and that'll see some improvements to existing trails like the walk trail out to Bald Head at Albany, which is an amazing walk, which be a great day off the bike to do that one, and a heap of other stuff. So look, a lot of the planning for that is still ongoing, so it'll be kind of next year, middle of next year probably, before we start seeing any trails being built. Maybe some upgrading stuff will happen before then, and
there'll be some other stuff being built. Of course, Albany, they're putting in, I think, the country's biggest pump track area in town. And look, if you have all these mountain biking areas around Albany as it stands is going to be a great rest day, because there's bugger all mountain bike trails to ride in Albany at the moment. Seems a real lack of direction there. So,
well, yeah, look, I think one of the things you need to look at is pull up an aerial photo of Albany, and if you look at what's left, those things are the jewel in the crown of what's not cleared.
Yep.
So the reason why people are wanting to protect some of those bits of bush that are left is because they're the only bits that are left.
Yeah.
So there's good reason why people are very protective of the bush there.
Yep.
So again, all of these places, it's about making sure we can put the trails in and respect the place where we're building.
Sure. Yeah, I agree. I think I wrote off the back, I think it's Mount Haswell is one of the two there, and it's got old quarries and goes down to farmland there. Yeah. And I certainly, from my own educated eye, I could see a lot of scope there, and it's not dropping into backyards of houses. But we'll follow all that stuff with interest, and it looks like an exciting area coming forward. The Great Southern,
yeah,
Walpole, Mount Barker would be a great place to start off. Great bakery in the coming years.
Yeah, look, and if you add up all these investments in trails, not just mountain bike trails, but all the other, it's around $45 million over the next 4 years.
How much?
That stuff, 45 mil. So that's including some of the stuff we've already started in Collie and Dwellingup. But yeah, it's a big investment and a big tick for trails to say, hey, trails tourism is here in Western Australia.
Trails tourism certainly is, and well, I guess we're going to see some fancy trails.
Yeah, you're not going to need to go to Whistler. You're not going to need to go to Derby. You're going to have plenty of holidays at home.
Sounds good.